Hello and welcome to another super exciting episode of What the Buddy and Kreese. We're your hosts. I'm Buddy.
And I'm Kreese, dealing with the super again.
That's right, super. And we have a special guest today. If you want to introduce yourself, sir.
It's Q.
Yeah, Q from another show.
Yeah,
That
finally
we're
got him
working
on.
on.
Finally got him on. Yeah.
All
So,
right.
okay, first things first. From the news desk of What the Buddy and Kreese.
Okay, what is
I
it?
have got my new shift. I'm no longer on overnight.
Yay!
Yeah, back to afternoon.
Yeah,
Same
but
days
now,
off.
but now you're not going to have during the hour when a lot of activity takes
I'll
place.
still have about 4 hours of dark
But
in the
you're-
wintertime.
But you're not there at 3 a.m.
Well, I won't be there at
3 a.m. is prime
I
hunting time.
think it's a fair trade-off, though.
Well, yeah,
I'm okay with it.
fair enough. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, then
anyway,
I'll just be the one out at 3 a.m. then, searching.
New sir, yeah.
Quentin, you want to go with me? We're looking for things.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you lying to the
That
audience?
that didn't sound very
Okay,
reassuring.
Quentin does like, I don't want no part of none of this weird shit that you guys are
Weird
involved
shit.
in.
I'm only here because I have a story,
That's right.
That's right, Quentin does have a story.
and it's all Chris's fault.
That's right. We're gonna blame.
We're still on the fence about letting you back in the house.
I can't go in and help you if you don't let me back in.
That's what all the demons movies say when they start off with some shit. I've seen Insidious.
That's right.
Yeah, but
That's
you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Don't worry, you're gonna let me back in.
right.
So, for those that don't know, Chris and I have another podcast show we do. It's been a while.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kreese. I'm new to the game.
Nah,
That's right.
Yeah, you're
It
good.
takes a
You're
minute.
Yeah. So, so the last time you were, this was what, a few months ago?
Yeah, before you got sick. Yeah.
Yeah, before I got sick and was dealing with my asthma, not COVID, thank God. We wrapped up a recording session. Stop laughing. We wrapped up a recording session in our crazy political, society, pop culture rants.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like that Alex Jones shit. I'm just not as psychotic.
Right.
So right when we're done, like, and again, Chris has like this 1,000-yard stare.
Okay.
Like-
We've seen it. Yep.
Not comparing you to animals. Don't take this as
No,
offense, but it's
not
like
at all. I know what you mean.
it's like when you see a pet, like a cat or a dog, just staring at some shit, and you're like, "What has got
Right.
your interest?"
Yeah.
And
Well, I can't help it. I mean, something gets my attention.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
just-
to give it my full attention.
Yeah.
So that it knows that I can see it.
yeah, but that's some shit you can do. I can't do because I'm cool with being ignorant. Ignorance is bliss. Where I'm from.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
So we're
That's why you try to deflect me, and
Yeah.
I still don't. I can deal with what we're doing, but I'm still
yeah,
focused the other
because
way.
you was locked in, and I'm like, okay, well, you might be having an episode, you know.
Right.
Let's hope it's not a stroke because my CPR wasn't up to date at the time. So
Right.
I wouldn't know what to do. But we're wrapping up, having our usual wrap up conversation. How
Right.
did it go? Blah blah blah. And Chris just blurts out, "I can see it, and is mad that I'm here."
Oh boy.
And I'm like, "Well, you met my girl when you came.
Right.
Like,
What'd she do to make
She
you
She's
knew
mad?
you was
very
coming
nice,
over.
by the way.
Yeah,
She's
she-
very nice.
she knew you were coming over. What are you,
Right.
what are you mad? What about now?" So he's like, "Nah, it's like he's backing out of the room now. We're talking like."
Oh boy.
And I'm like, what the hell are you backing up for? What was? So we get in my hallway, and he goes, "All right, real quick. There's energy in that room,
Mm-hmm.
right by the computer.
Now, why did I say energy? Because I know you know why I called it energy and not what I was actually seeing.
It's something to do with the. You explain it better than I can.
Okay, so when I say shadow people or shadow person, what's your first thought on that?
Ninja Turtles.
He's like, I want no part of it.
Yeah, because
No,
I
get out of my house.
Yeah.
I'm a
So hence why I use the
I'm a
term
big-
energy.
I'm a big music person. I love, especially watching like music documentaries.
Yes.
Right.
I remember being a kid and hearing the story of Robert Johnson. You know, the
Mhm.
greatest, one of, if not
Yep.
the greatest blues musicians of all
Yes.
time. And the story of him selling his soul to the devil, becoming
It's a
the
very
greatest.
interesting story,
Yeah,
which we'll cover one of these days.
Great documentary on Netflix if you,
Yes,
for those that got,
fantastic.
got
Yeah.
a chance to check it out. And I'm I'm a horror movie buff. I love watching horror movies, scary
Right.
thrillers, whatever have you. But that's why I cut the deck. because this shit is make believe,
Right.
myths,
You know it's, right.
legends, whatever. I don't
in that
know.
documentary, those people talking about it.
Yeah, they were
They
convinced.
were scared.
Some
They
of them were convinced,
and
like
they were truly scared.
But again, me personally, I leave it alone. I
I
know, I don't want to fuck with Jesus like that. I ain't trying to see
Yeah.
Satan like that. Y'all,
Right.
y'all do y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
do y'all Da Vinci Code shit, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm over here playing 2K with the homies. Just.
Right.
But anyway, Chris is like, I see the shadow person, and I was like, racist. I'm black. You ain't gotta say it like that. Like, I believe the term you're looking for is African American players. You ain't gotta. No, just kidding. But he's like, yeah, it's a shadow person and all this shit, and he sees me. And Chris isn't like a lingerer, but he's not the person to hurry out the door.
Right.
Like, this isn't an awkward drug transaction where it's like,
Right.
I want him to stay and be my buddy, but he's came buy some weed, but he wants to leave because he got shit to do. And I'm like, nah, man, like, on some Pineapple Expression, check out my new stereo. And
Right.
Yeah.
But Chris was like, yeah, man, for real, I'm gonna go ahead and take off.
Right.
And I'm like,
Good
what
luck to you.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So my dumb ass, and I haven't told you this, I did what I normally do, being millennial. I'm gonna Google this shit.
Right.
And I'm like, shadow people and wind walk, what the fuck? And then it got creepy, and I was like, we're done.
Yep.
Then I used my phone for stupid shit like Candy Crush
Right.
and putting up stupid shit on Twitter to piss people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin's not a fan
I'm
of
not-
the paranormal realm.
Right.
I
at all.
don't do supernatural.
He doesn't
I
watch
don't
the
do
shows. He watches the horror films.
Yeah,
He
I
knows
can't.
that's fake.
Can't get into that shit. I have my family deep rooted in all that shit. and
Right.
Got aunties and shit that knows some talk about voodoo shit, and I'll be like, yeah, word. So when is the greens gonna be done?
Right.
Because I came in here
I'm
for a
hungry.
purpose, not
Yeah.
to be freaked out.
Yeah.
So after he leaves, Chris, that is, or Kreese, excuse me, keep
You
it
know,
gangsta
it's all right.
streets.
Either way.
After he leaves, my girl and I just had these weird experiences.
Okay.
Now, me being me, I'm gonna talk it up to the game and just say, some air conditioning issues.
Yeah. Right.
Sure.
Wind
sure
blowing
it
a little
is.
too
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
We got some old shit around the house.
Yeah,
I
sure.
keep it frugal.
Gotcha.
But we're talking like doors that were not locked for no ever reasons that don't need to be locked or not
Right.
locked.
Yeah.
Lights being on. And I'm thinking to myself, laughing like, why can't I just get like the little creepy ghost, the little kid,
Yeah.
the clap
Casper the
hands,
Friendly Ghost.
laughing, running around.
Yeah.
Well, I got the asshole ghost who want to drive on my light bill, and
Yeah.
It's probably because I was there.
that. But take it with you.
I didn't bring it.
Yeah.
Take it with you.
It was
what you
already
brought.
there. It was
I don't
there
know
when
this
I walked
motherfucker,
in.
so like, and if he gonna stay, he gotta pay rent because I can't.
Right.
Where I stay
Can't be
is nice.
feeding you.
Yeah, I can't be contributing to the ghost shit.
Well,
I to the real life shit.
I'll let you finish your story so you can share it with everybody, but then I actually have a theory
Okay.
as to why
So,
it's at your house.
I've explained this to my mother, shout out mom, and was like, yo, what do you know about shadow people and all this shit? And then, of course, I got like 45
Shout out
different-
to Tammy.
Yeah.
Glad you're still there.
45 Bible verses on what this could be.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I've read the Bible, yes, but
It might have been a few.
I skimmed
days,
it.
yeah.
I skimmed it. I ain't gonna front. I skimmed
Yeah,
it.
right.
I skimmed it. In the beginning,
Yeah.
and I know the last word is amen.
Amen,
And we're done.
right, yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? No one's answering my questions.
Right.
So there was a few incidents where, I'll be chilling in the bedroom. My girl's in the living room watching her shows and whatnot. And I'm in the bedroom playing video games and my door would just slam.
Wow.
And again, me chalking it up to the game is like, all right, it's probably just, get a little gust of AC. Our unit gets a little cold, whatever.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, why are the lights all being turned on?
Right.
I placed this one item there. How did it get all the way over here?
Right. Wow.
So it's just weird ass occurrences.
Sure.
So
And you haven't shared this with me since I was there last.
no.
This is the first. So I'm hearing this the first time with all of you.
So my first thought was, okay, I was sick. This could be like me being like having like some of that coma effect. That medication was good.
Right.
Fair enough.
I'm
yeah.
trying to get the street name of
It
that.
could
Lingering. Right.
Could be that.
Yep.
Then my girl pointed out that I was in the hospital back in January, and this was months after, so this is some new shit.
Right.
So you get to the point where you're trying to be logical about it. It's like maybe we were drinking, left some shit on, whatever,
Sure.
what have you.
Right. Forgot.
But then it's like those sober days where you can't account for shit.
Mm.
So, in conclusion, Chris ain't allowed in my house no more because this motherfucker's scaring everybody.
Right.
Because, yeah, I just don't do well with this shit.
Fair enough.
Like, it's seriously, if you put me in a situation, in a supernatural,
Right.
haunted house situation, I am going to do what is logical, which is get the fuck out of that house.
Right.
And see, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Well, you have to be there though.
Yeah, I live there.
Exactly.
I'm on the lease until February, so
Your
I
stuff
gotta.
is there.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
All your cool stuff is
right.
there.
I'm willing to let it go.
Are you?
Okay,
Okay.
well, we're gonna
I'm willing to let it
I'm
go.
gonna come
Grab a
over,
couple
we're gonna
things and
cleanse
head
Yeah.
to the car.
Studio equipment off the rip.
Well, do you want to
Gotta
bring?
come.
You want me to bring? You want Buddy to come over too?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If y'all want to go ahead and Ghostbuster and ghost hunt that shit down,
Well,
cool.
see, you missed 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. Buddy's like, I've never seen a shadow person. I want to see a shadow person. Not 3 hours after he left, I had one running outside the house that I had to send off the property, sent on its way.
Right. And I never see him. I don't get to see him. So.
Dude, where do you get your weed? Like,
I wish.
Dispensary.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wish,
Put me
but no.
on, bro. 'Cause,
Right. Friends and family.
yeah, like this.
Your
It's just,
card.
it's just.
Well, you got to remember, we're in October now, too, in the fall, so the energy's
Yeah.
off the charts. Because
Yeah.
last night, I had an event to attend, and I'm going to tell you, coming home, they were freaking everywhere. I mean, we were a 45-minute drive across the desert coming
Wow.
home, and they were everywhere.
Like,
Yeah.
you get enough sleep.
I drive for 10
I'm a little
hours a
tired
night.
today.
I don't
Okay.
see
Normally I do, though.
Cause like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but supernatural is just not. It's not my role.
It's
Fair
not,
enough.
Yeah, it's
It is. It's not. I've met people that I've crossed paths with. It's kind of weird
Yeah.
because the conversation will come up, and I just look at them like, "Word,
yeah.
this is what you doing today?
Mhm.
This is where we at?
Right.
We talking about?
Yep.
It's about shadows and whatnot. It's like everything maybe it's your shadow.
Right.
Like this is a well lit
my
room,
shadow.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
like whatever, what have
Who's the
you,
shadow?
right?
Yeah.
Like oh shit, it's something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like the time we were up in Jerome.
Oh, the fabulous ghost
Okay.
location.
Yeah, and
Paranormals.
I moved here when I was like 11. I was not very well like versed in the Arizonian culture.
Sure,
If
okay.
that's the word I'm using,
Fair
right?
enough, sure.
No, we make up words all the time, so you're
Yeah.
allowed.
Sure.
So-
yeah. As long as it's got an A and a Z in it, you're
Right,
good. Yeah.
right. But my knowledge of Arizona was Cardinals, Suns, and the D-backs were new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I
you,
knew.
yeah, you didn't even know it was hot.
Yeah, I didn't know it was hot.
Yeah.
Like
Did we have the Cardinals then?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
Okay.
dude, he's a lot younger than us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I forget. Okay.
So I'm
sorry.
like-
yeah.
When I got here, it was like, oh, okay, this is a desert, boring white folks. No Martin Luther King Day, which is awkward.
Yeah.
And
right.
yeah, and that
Oh,
was
we got
it.
that back.
But we got that
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
that back.
Yeah.
But it was just like, all right, cool. Then it was like, what you mean, Native American? What now?
Right.
Burial ground with Stephen King in this bitch.
All right.
What you talking
Pet
about?
cemetery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christine, what we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like my mom,
They're doing all of it.
yeah, my mom is with the shits when it comes to sage burning and
Yeah.
it's like growing up with Phil Jackson, where it was
I'm gonna
like,
tell
what
you,
are we doing?
Don't talk smack about it because it works.
Yeah, I take your word for it.
You'll find
Yeah.
out
I'll
on
take it.
Friday when I come over.
Because I'm just asking, y'all burning sage or you burning weed? Because
yeah.
I mean, what we burning?
Two totally separate things.
Yeah.
Different reaction.
But no, we went to Jerome, and my first time there was a group of friends, and on the way there, like I don't do road trips either. I'm very awkward.
Right.
I got a certain set of life where it's like
Sure. You get the things the way you like.
I'm like the kid from Zombieland. I got a certain set of rules of survival
Yeah.
that have got me this far in life,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna deviate from the plan.
Yep.
Right.
So we're sitting in the car, and I'm like wedged between the homies and
No. Yeah.
other car and everybody, because we're going like 3 SUVs deep.
Wow.
So I mean, we're talking like a nice
So you
group
got a
of
whole
folks.
you got a whole crew up there.
Yeah. So we're up there. We're halfway there. My buddy's like, man, I'm really hoping I see some orbs in the haunted hotel. It wasn't the orbs that got me. It was the word haunted in the hotel.
Yeah.
Because I said real quick, we're not going there.
Right.
I'm like, if
You
this
didn't
is
know that's what this
yeah,
was
I'm
all
like,
about.
y'all asked me to come on this little field trip for the weekend.
Right.
I thought we was gonna go up here and get some drinks, you know,
Right.
see some out of town bitches.
Yeah.
I didn't know we was coming up here to, you know, do some ghost hunting shit.
Right.
Drop me off at the bus station. I can get back to Phoenix. It ain't that bad.
Right.
So we get there off the rip. I'm not eating nothing at the haunted hamburger place.
Right.
First of all, where y'all getting this meat from?
Yeah.
Ain't shit up here in Jerome.
Yeah.
Ain't no gas station.
Oh yeah, it's
The
just,
only school that was up there is now a ghost school or some
yeah,
shit.
just this little building
And
on the side of the mountain.
the whole time I'm uncomfortable, and the locals are like, "What's wrong with that black dude? Why is he just so?
Why is he freaking
Why
out?
is he so?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey man, you can chill." I'm like, "Nah, fuck you, dude. I'm good. Don't touch me,
Right.
because I don't want the weird shit coming home with me.
Right.
Stay your creepy ass up here in your little mining town and do what you do."
Right.
Not judging. I'm just scared now because I didn't
Yeah.
know about haunted shit.
Yeah.
'Cause
Nobody
when I-
told you that.
Yeah,
That
'cause in
wasn't in the
Chicago-
brochure.
Yeah, in Chicago, we going to so and so's house. The last thing I'm gonna run to is a ghost,
Right.
Yeah.
crackhead, game man, whatever.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with there, we get into the hotel. We get in the little haunted lobby area and whatnot. And my mind is okay. Gonna do a little tour,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we gonna be out.
Yeah.
They do the tour again. I never left the lobby.
Oh.
I had my little drink that I stole from the restaurant across the way.
Right.
Brought it with me. I wasn't done.
Yeah.
Screw you. I paid for it.
Yeah.
You get your glass back. If not, I got a free glass.
Right.
So we get there. We get there, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, this is it, right? Y'all got your fill. Hey man, when we book rooms, you could bunk with some of us and real quick. Let me get the keys. I'll be back. I swear.
Sleep in the SUV.
I swear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, me and 4 other friends decided we had our fill with haunted shit. Y'all can bunk up in the other 2 SUVs and come back down to Phoenix.
Right.
Halfway, I'd say we probably got through Sedona.
Okay.
And they're already calling, "Hey man, y'all need to come back because we leaving." What happened?
They didn't have cars.
So and so saw some shit. Other person can't find her phone, but the phone was in her purse the whole time, and now her purse is missing.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, it's not a ghost, you got a thief. Like
Right,
that's
yeah,
simple shit.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was other shit they were telling me they couldn't explain. We got back, and I mean, we're talking like this is a 4-hour trek.
Right.
So we finally get back into Phoenix, and we're drinking at a friend's house, and I look at everybody going, "That's y'all's fault. You dumbasses shouldn't have wanted to go up there in the first place.
Right.
I'm not hanging out with y'all no more because you lied to my black ass to a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
I could have stayed down here and got killed if I wanted to.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah,
easier
exactly.
ways to off yourself
Yeah.
than to go play with ghosts and shit.
Right.
So my question for y'all is, why the fuck are y'all hunting this shit?
Not hunting per se, just
Why do you-
come
We
Why
across
just
do you
want to
wanna
know
see-
about it. It's a
because you know what I used to do, and it's from the investigative standpoint, it's from the scientific standpoint.
right.
We've been able to disprove some things that people automatically think is paranormal, by looking at it from a scientific standpoint and say, no, that's not paranormal, it's electronics or
Yeah,
a leaky
right.
water pipe, whatever,
Sure.
the wind blowing,
Yeah. Knob
The
and
shutters.
tube wiring in
yeah,
your basement
okay.
or some crap
we
like
look at
that.
it from
you
that
know?
standpoint. Now, there's,
Yeah.
there's still things, all these things that we can't determine right now or right off the bat, still doesn't mean we won't find an answer later on down the
That's
road.
right.
So
That's right.
hence, that's what if you think about the true definition of what paranormal is, it's unexplained.
Right. Yeah. Anything you can't explain is paranormal.
Yeah. Falls under
Bigfoot, UFOs. I mean,
See,
we
you're
just
gonna
don't
go.
know.
We're going on a Bigfoot hunt here before too long. We're
Right.
gonna take you with us
Yeah.
overnight.
Negative.
That's a big no.
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Negative to the 10th power. Here's my question,
All right.
Okay, go for
and
it.
I gotta be me.
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck are y'all gonna do if you guys go on a Bigfoot hunt and catch this motherfucker?
We're gonna make a lot of money.
No, I'm saying like Bigfoot doesn't strike me as a motherfucker that wants to be caught.
Well, sure. He's
Yeah,
the
but
reigning
have you
champion.
met me before?
I
then?
know.
No, but have you met Bigfoot before? Like that's
No, but here's the crazy part. I kind of want to.
I do. Yeah, I do too.
Just like I want to
Yeah.
see a UFO. I don't want to be
Yeah.
kidnapped
I
by
wanna be,
aliens, and
no
I do not want to
probing,
be
none of
probed.
that kind of shit.
But I want to see a UFO,
Right.
and I want to see Bigfoot.
it's just too much turmoil amongst human beings, let alone other shit. Just saying, we
But
can't
maybe
Okay,
that.
but
we
they're-
can't
but
get
you're
along
right.
as a society. But y'all want to
Exactly.
bring motherfucking mythical
But
creatures
think
into
about
it.
it. Exactly. Us as humans can't get along.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
not
Bigfoot
human.
could bring the balance that we need to unite as a people.
Ooh, that's good. I like that answer.
That's a T-shirt design, right? Nobody better steal that either.
So y'all really smoking that good shit.
I have never smoked it, and I quit drinking 20 years ago.
I mean, it's just it's like the
Can you
time.
imagine if we did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
because it
it'd be
seems
a
like
lot
I mean,
weirder if
yeah, like
we did,
Mhm.
it's like the time my little brother was like dying to see a black widow spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then saw one, got bit, and was like, never again.
Oh, well, sure.
But it's like, he could have avoided all that shit by just not trying to. I get the science behind it and all that, but it's like my phobia of like actually finding shit.
Yeah.
It's like religious folks. You always want to find these relics.
Don't take this wrong when I say this. You just don't want to be the cliche.
No, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I mean, look what happens with Hollywood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
It's like religious folks that want to find these relics and shit. The Holy Grail,
the Ark of
the
the
Covenant.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, could you imagine finding that shit and your mind getting blown? So it's just, for me, paranormal. Let me enunciate here. I went to school. Paranormal, supernatural.
Yeah.
Stars,
it's not your
moons.
bag.
Yeah.
It's not your thing.
It's not my bag because of the fear of, what if somebody's fucking right?
Yeah.
Another quick story. I took world religion in college.
Okay.
Yes.
Boring, and honestly, it was something just to fill up a slot, just to have it, done with.
An elective.
Yeah. And I remember we got the chances to travel in the summer, and my uncle was like, "Dude, you gotta abuse that. Like, how many times can you go to Africa?
Sure. Right.
How many times can you go to this place, that place?"
Yeah.
And we went places where it was like, I'm sorry, you're talking about theoretically, if all this shit is real, this is a spot where they're saying Satan fell. This is where Eden started.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they're like, yeah, don't you guys want to go there? No, I'm cool. I'm totally cool on that shit.
Right.
I have no fucking desire. It's like a person who once told me all these crazy stories about music industry people and all this shit. And I was like, man, why don't you ever want to meet these dudes? And he was like, fuck that. I'm trying to meet Suge Knight.
Right.
Suge Knight just sounds scary.
Yeah. Or worse, Vanilla Ice dangling from a building.
And I'm like, that's how I look at all this shit with paranormal shit. Like a friend of mine, when I was sick.
You went Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Wow. No, you get credit for it.
I was going to let it slide, but he
I know some stuff.
I was going to let it slide, but he pointed at me.
You went Vanilla Ice. Okay.
But it's like I was telling my buddy when I was in the hospital, I was in a coma for 3 days. Everyone under the impression that like I saw the light.
Right.
And I was like, nah, man, I was asleep. I was out.
Right.
And they were like, man, you didn't want to like cross over or
yeah.
Nah, man, I'm trying to live as long as I fucking can.
And that's part of the science of it, because not everybody has that same experience.
Right.
And you're right. When we talked earlier, you're right. It very well could have been the light above the bed.
Right.
You know, everybody has a different experience, and they explain things differently as to what they're experiencing on it. So.
And my thing is, I live and let live.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever's out there, you're out there.
Right.
I'm not trying to molder and scully this shit up like
right.
Like UFOs and shit. Like I've had this conversation in theory back in my high school days smoking weed.
Right.
Which is why I'm asking, like, if y'all smoking, just like the boy. But it's one of those things where it's like we were sitting around, in a little cipher, we passing a joint, talking, and a buddy of mine just blurts out, "Yo, man, you ever think about UFOs?" And when we got done laughing at this dumb motherfucker, we were like, "Nah, man, like." I got real life world problems going on and shit. Like I'm failing the class,
right?
And my mom be bugging. I can't be worried about what's beyond the great beyond and shit.
Sure,
right.
And then we actually started thinking about UFOs and shit and time travel and I'm sitting and again I'm the only person in the cipher going, yo, maybe we do smoke too much.
Right.
Maybe we have like hit that limit of like special that my mom keeps warning me about. And they're like, nah, bro, just think about it. Like you coming like light years away. Galaxies and I'm like, it's funny. If I'm this intelligent being, the last motherfucker I want to talk to on Earth is me.
Yeah.
Go kidnap fucking, Elon Musk or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Get all of his secrets.
Get all of his secrets.
Yeah.
Go get Trump and Clinton and Hillary them.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if these fools aren't aliens themselves.
Well, they're worried about getting Clinton because Clinton will have them offed. Any aliens.
I mean. Well, then again, Donald got Space Force, so we're getting there. We're getting there.
Actually, Space Force has been around for a long time. But anyways, he's got it now, and he's trying to boost it up for some reason.
And that shit is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Why
Maybe he's an alien.
Who the fuck? I feel like Donald Trump honestly was getting high watching Independence Day and was like, yo, we can't let this happen.
Right, yeah.
We can't let this happen.
Defense.
Yeah, fuck Will Smith. I gotta take care of this myself, son.
So I'm going to tell you, this is a story we're going to discuss later. I came across a story yesterday.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a reason why China doesn't talk about what they found on the dark side of the moon.
Oh, is it the
a
Transformers?
couple years ago when they were up there, and all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, we're gonna lose communications now." And they came back and they said, "Yeah, our astronauts have returned." And they haven't talked about it. There's a reason for it.
What's the reason?
Oh, we'll save that for another show.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're gonna have to stay tuned.
Oh shit.
See, I'm gonna make you come back to the show.
What if they just not? What? I don't know.
We'll have a conversation off air.
Yeah, because I got a few theories on that. What if they didn't find nothing and just didn't know how to say we didn't find nothing, just playing real
Right.
vague with y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
'Cause what's the
That's
shit I heard?
fantastic. Because that goes back to the movie with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix with the tinfoil hats.
Oh, signs.
Signs.
You're talking
Yes.
about signs.
I was so pissed at
Yeah.
that movie. I'm like, why don't you just leave it that
Well-
we don't need to know what it was to keep the suspense
that's an
going at the end of the
M.
movie.
Night Shyamalan
Instead, you had
thing.
some fake-looking green bean lizard thing walking around, being an alien. And to me, that totally wrecked the rest of the movie. I would have been much more satisfied to see you keep us wondering.
Yeah.
At the very end,
That's kind of
'Cause
his
they
style.
easily could
though.
have. It is.
And we talked about that before.
It is.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah. So, well, we've talked about Keanu Reeves too.
That's
so,
true.
you know,
Keanu Reeves.
Everybody's a game. So.
I mean, yeah, but word. So all I got for you is just word. That's just,
Yeah.
it just sounds a little bit more complex than that. Like I said,
Sure.
like since I was a kid, you hear about these, I got abducted stories and close encounter shit. My first thing is, man, they went all the way to Oklahoma and got this redneck motherfucker for what purpose?
Right.
We don't study you on Earth. Why would they study you in
Right.
space?
Nobody's gonna believe them.
Like,
Yeah. There you go.
So-
they picked the dipstick to
Why would we crash land a UFO in Roswell? There ain't shit there.
Yeah.
There never has been.
There's a lot
I
more
mean-
stuff there now than there was before.
a lot of white folks was ready to storm that motherfucker a couple months ago.
It was.
Almost a year ago.
That was
true. No, that was Area 51 in Nevada.
yeah.
Oh, was it 51?
Yeah, it was 51.
Okay,
They were
yeah.
gonna
And they were
Naruto run
and
through
they
the
were only
gate
they were only
and not
gonna
get
they
caught.
were only gonna storm it because they were up to smoking the good weed.
Yeah.
That they must have
party,
shared
that's all
with
it
you.
was.
I'm just,
Right.
but no,
You're
in-
convinced.
No, but in all seriousness, like I have talked to people. Like I used to date this one girl, and I used to laugh at this shit because like she would pick on me about my certain beliefs, and she was like, "You have a phobia of spiders." I'm like, "Yeah, it's real."
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to get
You're-
bit by a spider.
I'm like, "Yeah, spiders they fuck people up a lot, frequently than we think."
Some of them are bad.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
real bad shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and plus they're just creepy looking. Like I have a right to be scared.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And she gave me all this shit. I'm like, bitch, hold on. You think your aunt that died 10 years ago is still living in your bedroom?
Right.
But I can't be afraid of a black widow.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't seen Aunt Joyce yet. So, I mean, I'm just picking my battles here.
Right.
And that's when her mom was like, but you don't believe in this, that. I said, hey, listen, I just have to stay away from that shit. I'm like, I have family members in the South that go on these, like, antebellum tours, which is fucking depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Super depressing.
And they go on those?
Yeah, because it's keeping the stories and history, rich and
Okay.
And I get
it.
I get
So I can respect
yeah,
it.
I get it, 'cause-
Okay.
from that standpoint, I
yeah,
totally
it's
understand
some
it.
atrocious shit happened. Obviously, we're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
slavery,
Yeah.
but then they get into like this like tales from the hood stories
Yeah.
of like the slave dolls and that shit real, boy. You better watch yourself down there because the old slaves and I'm like, what? You think that's what? If that is the case, leave them dead Negroes alone then. It's like something I
Stir that
heard.
shit up, yeah.
My grandmother told me that. She said, and I was studying like weather and shit. Little kid shit. You got to do your little
Yeah.
science reports and whatnot, and tornadoes and anywho. She was like, kiddo. She's like, hurricanes actually follow the same trajectory as slave ships.
Yeah.
And she's like, a lot of folks in the South believe it.
Yeah,
Those
I've
are
heard that before
the
too.
souls of the slaves that didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's crap. And I'm like, I thought that shit was cool. But then I thought about it and I was like, again, Granny, where you get your weed?
Yeah.
You can tell me. I ain't no snitch.
And then Granny smacked him upside the head.
Yeah, she did. Because she was like,
Spoon or something.
yeah, because she was
It
like,
was handy.
she was like, boy, I'm telling you your history. And I'm like, no, I know about slavery and all that stuff. We've been learning it. And
Yeah.
I've been learning from uncles and doing, research and shit, which I encourage anyone.
Yeah.
Do your
Oh, yeah.
own research.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Draw your own opinion, put your sand, you put your line in the sand and go from there. But when it comes to supernatural shit, my thing is live and let live, or in this case, dead to be dead.
Yeah.
Do what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I got haunted by somebody, I want somebody cool to do that shit.
Right.
Sure.
I want to be haunted by fucking Hendrix.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
heck
Michael
yeah.
Jackson moonwalks
Yeah.
into the room
Heck
or
yeah.
something like that.
No, that's true. That's
Well,
creepy.
maybe not.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
creepy.
Yeah, that would be
stay away
kinda
from
weird.
Michael.
Could you imagine that shit? Like, you just trying to get your shower and he's just singing classes. Yo, bud, it's mine. Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
And then what? And
Wait,
age you
who's
go
it?
back to it?
Yeah, what might we talking about?
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's it's highly inappropriate. But still, it's like,
We're not going to hashtag
Yeah.
Michael Jackson on this
Well,
one.
remember, it's 60s too, if you go back to Hendrix.
yeah.
They got
Yeah.
the weed.
Yeah, I want to hear some cool stories. Like,
Yeah.
what was Janis Joplin like?
Right.
Oh, you gonna
Really?
you gonna
Yeah.
get her real quick? I'll wait.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I want to hear this jam session.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't want to be haunted by the creepy little British boy that was murdered, or the Salem chick. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
why the fuck would you want that? Like,
No, you want something cool.
ew.
Yeah.
Like, even like the Satan shit, where it's like, word, like,
Oh, yeah.
See, I want to take you to Gettysburg, and we go in the middle of the night, and we go drive through the national parks. They allow you to drive at night through there during battlefields.
negative. It's a hard pass.
That's a real hard.
That's first of all, why the fuck I want to drive to Gettysburg?
Oh man, there's a lot of video coming out of it right now. So
No, cool. Just ain't remember the Titans. I got the message. I got the message. Be nice to people. Yeah, it just
good times.
it's like the one thing I would love to get into, but just read about, not get into per se,
Okay.
is like the Native American shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like I feel like the Native American thing is like more or less not so much as to be like just haunting shit. It's just respect our shit.
Yeah.
And if you
Yes.
disrespect our
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah, that's exactly
Respect
this-
our shit or we're
yeah.
coming at you.
Well, that's exactly what it
it,
is.
I can get behind that shit.
yeah.
But just there's certain shit where it's like, what you mean somebody got murdered in this house? Why are you showing me this?
Right.
Is this a crime? This is evidence. You shouldn't even be-
Right.
Well, if you
we
give
shouldn't be
yeah,
walking
you
through
should-
this.
yeah, the
Well,
cops
just be
should know
aware
you-
that'll be disclosed to you if you're looking to buy a house.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes they. Yeah.
Sometimes they won't tell you till you're halfway through the house.
Yeah, because I'm cool on all that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm cool on all that too. Like my mom, like yourself, has offered to come through
Yeah.
with the sage. And
Right. Right.
my running joke is I got asthma. Y'all can't be here just burning shit in my house.
Right.
And then when I'm wheezing, like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a spirit. Like,
Nah,
no,
the
that's
sage
you.
the sage will cleanse you. You're good. You won't have any
You'll
problems.
be
with it.
clean.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But,
Now I shouldn't bring a spider when I come over next either.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Since you're already blaming me for putting something else into your house.
Yeah, like
I'm
worse
just saying.
than a damn spider.
I'm just saying.
So I didn't tell you my theory on that.
No, go ahead.
So I think because you've had some, not you have, but also your coworkers and where you work at. Without getting into details on it, I wouldn't be surprised it's something that you brought home that not you
Yeah.
did intentionally. It
In
just
your
attached
lunchbox.
and brought it home.
Fuck, I cheated on my girl. You said you brought something home.
Right, yeah, I know.
Right.
Like, so we're talking about not gonna get a shot? No, but
So it's a real attachment during
Yeah.
paranormal
Attachment.
experiences is real.
Yeah.
So it very well could have been something. Don't worry, I'll come over.
We'll get rid. Yeah.
We'll have a talk.
Kreese will get rid of it for you.
We'll
I'm
work
just
on
saying,
it.
if it gets worse, I'm moving. Y'all helping.
Okay.
Because I'm not lifting no
Fair
boxes and
enough.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put everything in the
Wait,
box.
you're younger than we are. We'll supervise.
But you brought that shit.
I
don't
didn't
care what
bring
you
it.
say.
I saw it. I
You're the
identified
It was quiet. It was chilling.
Well, just think.
It was chilling in the cut, minding its own business, and your ass was like, ooh.
But you needed to know that so that way you don't take it with you to the new place.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm.
Yeah, you know I'm right.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know.
Well,
Again, like I
I'm
said,
Kreese. Of course I'm right.
Right.
I don't
Haven't you
know.
heard our other
Yeah,
episodes? We
I don't know what
everything.
Kreese does when I'm not here. Kreese can be smoking a lot of weed. Like, y'all finna fuck with this. Wait till you come out. He was sitting with his wife like, yo, when you come up, I'm about to scare the shit out of this motherfucker. You don't even know yet. Doing push-ups, getting ready for it. But no, I just be personally, we could be talking about a movie.
Yeah.
And I can be like, oh man, The Exorcist is a classic, yada yada yada.
Right.
This scene, that scene, you
Sure.
know, Reagan, Linda. And as soon as someone brings in like the actual story behind it,
Right.
and I was like, why you-
Real life.
yeah, and I was like, why you-
There's a few actual videos
Yeah.
within recent
that's
years
like the
that you don't.
what's that shit?
I won't let you watch that because that's gonna put you over
What's
the
the
edge.
shit I watched? This was a really bad night for me.
Yeah.
I was. This is this funny too. Because my buddy, we were roommates at the time, and I was watching The Exorcist of Emily Rose.
Okay.
Good movie, good job.
Supposed to be based on
Yeah.
events. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I saw the documentary it was based on. They were showing the
Uh-huh.
actual exorcism.
Uh-huh.
And that's when like every light got turned on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when like all the doors were locked up.
You
And
learn how to sleep with your eyes open.
Then my dumb ass
Because
is
you're not
sitting here-
supposed to watch that.
Yeah, then my dumb ass is going, man, this is a motherfucking demon. I don't know what these locks go do. But
Right. They can go.
it
through
makes
walls.
me feel better.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know.
Well, you know, it's like wearing a mask. And if it makes
Yeah, do
someone
what you
feel
gotta
better,
do.
makes you feel better, hey,
Right.
then
Yeah.
wear it.
Right.
Then do it. Lock
But
it.
yeah, we'll
You're totally screwed if something happens, but
Yeah.
you go lock it and feel
Shotgunning
better for
and
5
shit.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's my whole theory on it. It's like I'm not supposed to be a rapper that's worried about supernatural like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Because it's like I got police and Proud Boys we worried about. Because
Yeah, like, has anybody done the paranormal rap thing?
because that shit wouldn't say. Because there'd be people like me like, yo, son is high as fuck. Like who's he with Snoop? Was Snoop involved in this?
Right, yeah.
Like,
Snoop and
right?
what's her name? Whoever he's in cahoots with now. Martha Stewart.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Snoop and Martha Stewart.
That is
oh my god.
That is the craziest.
That is the weirdest thing.
That is the crazy, and it works.
Yeah, it does.
It
You're
works.
right, it works. Yeah.
Yeah, but Snoop's man card got taken on that one.
Hey, I'm just saying, Martha Stewart she got a record.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Martha
Yeah, she's a
Stewart.
felon.
Yeah, Martha
Yeah.
Stewart harder than most. Some of the new
She's got
rappers.
street
out
cred,
right now.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Gabriel Iglesias, he did a little deal about meeting Snoop and being interviewed. I believe it was on a Snoop podcast or some kind of a show, and Snoop turned to him. Oh, he was playing. I think if I remember right, Gabriel Iglesias was playing some banda music, like hardcore cartel banda music.
Uh-huh.
And Snoop picked up on it right away. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's banda music." And Gabriel Iglesias was blown away by that. And he said, "Well, how do you know banda music?" And Snoop said, "Gangster recognizes gangster."
that's true.
That's true.
So that's probably why Martha Stewart and them hammer so tight.
Hey,
That's true, but
knock it.
Gangster recognizes gangster.
yeah, can't knock it,
Yeah.
look what he's bringing up today.
Right?
Oh my
Right.
goodness, he's on a roll.
buddy. We gotta cancel BT in your house, man. You can-
I can step right in.
right?
All right,
News
ladies and gentlemen, Quentin's got a roll. He's got
Yeah.
important business to take care of. So, sir, thank you. Pleasure as
Thank you
always.
for having me.
You
Yes,
bet.
thanks
You
for
know
coming.
you're back anytime you want.
Anytime you
Appreciate
want.
it.
So,
So, if the
according
shadow
to-
folks don't get me,
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we'll take care of that next
Yeah.
time over. I'll be over in a week. We'll get it
Friday
taken care
it'll
of.
be
So,
ready.
gotcha.
Yeah, we'll get it squared away. So, buddy, what else you got for everybody?
So you guys know what to do. You won't do it, but you know what to do. Get on there and email us at
He doesn't like getting my
WTBNK.
emails. Every time
at
he just doesn't like my
gmail.com.
emails, people.
Yeah, but you email me weird stuff. I want like somebody to.
Quentin says the same thing.
Yeah.
because you do email weird stuff.
Yeah. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and soon be coming up YouTube.
Yep.
Here pretty quick at WTBNK. And as always, this is a Loyal Families production and entertainment joint.
Later, y'all.